Intelligence. I'm Intox along with BDot, baby.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
Welcome to the episode 174 coming through Awkward Intelligence. As you can see, BDot took a snow day, so we had to bring in Mr. Prim and Rich Blakk. So,
Snow day in the spring.
yeah, he took a snow day. Right. Right. It did snow like 2 weeks ago, so. But yeah, and we also have Mr. Prim and his TikTok. You know how we do around here. His TikTok is blowing up. He's helping us get some more views, helping him get some more views. We're working together. You know how it goes. So yeah, we got the crowd. We got the chat. What's up, chat? Chat's in the house. So yeah, any TikTok people out there, if you can hear this, throw your questions in the fucking comments and we'll see if we can get to them. Mr. Prim will check it randomly and we'll see what we got going on. But so we got that live going on as well. Live on TikTok, was it Mr. Prim, a.k.a. Ren, or how's it?
Getting it in with Mr. Prim.
Getting it in with Mr. Prim. On TikTok. So, yeah, we're trying to get active on multiple platforms, and you know what I mean? Because as we know, YouTube tried to fucking nuke me like a couple weeks ago. So we got to make sure that we got some backups, Go to some different places, TikTok, Spotify, Amazon. You can find us in a bunch of different places. And that was what the episode was about. YouTube is where you could find us and what was going on and how many more things we got going on.
Oh, they didn't like that.
They didn't like that shit. They didn't like that shit. My mom said the same thing. She called me and she said, yeah, she called me and she said, I watched that episode that you said got nuked, and she was like, I see why. She goes, it's a lot of information in one spot and they probably don't like that shit. You were telling them all kinds of stuff. And I was like, cool.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
I was like, at least some, it was like good to get feedback, because I was like, I didn't feel like I was being hateful. I didn't feel like I was trying to push an agenda. I didn't feel like I was doing anything, outside of the ordinary that anybody else is doing here on YouTube. We're all just talking, normal shit. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, what was one of the topics? Well, the whole topic of the idea was all this new stuff we have on YouTube, all this stuff we have on Telegram, like all the different places to find information. So like where to get the information. There's information on YouTube. You can find different documentaries, different podcasts, whatever. And then I was showing on Telegram. There's different people on Telegram who have channels who you can look at and try to get information, and they play videos and find different things. So she said it was a lot of good information in one place, and she was like, that was probably something they didn't like, how I was just combining it all into one form and saying right here.
They don't like you to promote
other ideas and stuff.
No, it's just different platforms.
Different platforms.
Yeah, if you're on TikTok, you shouldn't even say
welcome to YouTube.
You gotta say boob tube.
We're on
and
boob
I don't even
tube?
think you can say boob tube.
Right.
You can't say boob.
Even that's a bad word.
I don't really give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, everybody's on all these different channels always trying to play by the rules. It's like, fuck their rules. If we keep playing by the rules, they're going to keep boxing us in. You know what I mean? Like, we got to just be like, fuck their rules. Say what you got to say. Let's get the information out. If they don't like it, then that's telling you something. That tells you that you're on point. You're giving information out that they don't want out. They don't want to. It's kind of like what we always tell everybody. Nobody likes to be called out. Even when you're calling out your spouse, you're calling out your friends, even when you're going to those moments, nobody likes that. Nobody wants to be called out on their bullshit and what's going on. Even though they tell us, be real with me. The second you're real with them, though, they're like, I can't believe you're attacking me. Right. And it's like, it's not an attack. I'm trying to tell you something. Right. You're taking it as an attack.
Yeah. But I think most of us should think, tell me what I'm, give me the critique. That way I know how I can fix it or work on it.
Oh, shit, my bad.
That's perfect.
Fucking it up. I hit the button. I was just trying to push this over so I could kind of reach it. So.
Give me a critique.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, most of the time, it's like you're just trying to say, especially like with people that you're hanging out with and stuff like that. If we always talk about it. If you're hanging out with your brothers or something, and they're doing some bullshit, you got to check them sometimes and be like, yo, what are you doing right now? What's happening? You know, like, that's it. We're not here to like tear you down or nothing. It's like, check your information, check your attitude.
You know what they should check us on? Words like understand or
right,
good morning.
Right.
All these spell words.
what
Check
like
us on that.
right. Supposed to say grand rising and you know and stuff like that. Everybody's tried to use better words, and that's good. Try to find better words to use instead of like the like you're saying good morning. You say grand rising. Different things like that. So everybody, and like you're saying, understand, overstand, different stuff like that.
Right.
Because as we've talked about on this show before, is words have different meanings in different places. If you're standing in court and you're using person and understand and different things like that, that's a whole different meaning in court than it has just me and you talking in the street or whatever. It's a totally different understanding. Right there, right? you're standing under something, and you're kind of like giving your power up. That's kind of what the understanding means in like a court system. So yeah, I've said it even in the raps before. Words have different meanings. They're lying to our face and all this stuff because they can use the same words we're using, but they're using them in a context we don't understand. We think they're talking to us, but really they're just talking around us. So that's the crazy part.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
Do you understand these rights that I just read to you?
No, I don't.
You have the right to remain silent.
Right.
You understand that?
Right. You're supposed to respond, even though I have the right to remain silent. Yeah. That's what I be telling. Like, sometimes you see those YouTube videos where they're like doing a stop and they say the stop goes crazy or whatever it is. And then they're sitting there and I'm going, why are you talking to these people? Just go silent. Say you need your lawyer. Arrest me, give me the ticket, whatever you're going to do, and I need my lawyer. But the second you start arguing with them and saying, well, I wasn't doing that, or you think I'm doing it, you don't understand. You already fucked up. You're talking too much.
We don't talk to police.
Right. You're talking too much.
We don't make a peace bomb.
So, yeah, it's you got right. And that's why we tell people, understand your rights and know what you're doing if you can operate better in the world because of that. You can operate and say, like I said, when they say that, especially when they say, do you understand your rights? You're supposed to say no. You're not supposed to say yes.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
Right, because by saying yes, you just signed the contract. They go, okay, you fully understand what's happening. I'm going to kidnap you now and take you to the precinct. And it is what it is. And you said yes. So
last thing I knew, I was going to my homeboy T Boogie house.
Right. Be like, no, I don't understand any of this. I'm confused. Like I don't know why you're trying to kidnap me. I don't know what's going on here.
I don't even know why you're talking to me. So.
Right. You're supposed to say all that, but like we don't understand our rights.
Okay.
We just see what we see on TV and we think we're supposed to comply. Whatever somebody tells you, you're supposed to just comply. It's like, yeah, but if I don't even know how to navigate this situation, what am I complying to?
You don't know.
We don't know.
You don't know.
You have no clue.
That's why the serial killers get released.
Right. Exactly. Well, that's the thing. You watch these these different documentaries and things, right? And the second that the killer or somebody or whoever the aggressor or whatever the problem is, they lawyer up immediately, don't say nothing, and everybody's going, they're guilty, man. They lawyered up, they're guilty. And they probably are. But the thing is they lawyered up, they know the system, they navigated it properly, and in the end, nothing happens. Because they knew their rights. They were able to go, nope, you can't do that to me because of this and that and whatever, and you got to strike this and move that, and and so they understand that, at least, or they try to. They overstand that, right? And so that's what gets them off. It has nothing to do with them being guilty or not, because the law is bullshit anyways. We know that. Because look at the Epstein files. Thousands of files out here talking about all these different things that multiple people are involved in, and nobody's been indicted. Nobody's been arrested.
What's up, Gaga?
Right? And that's what we're seeing in the mainstream. In the mainstream, we're not seeing anything specifically happen. But we don't realize that in the background, there's a lot going on. In the background, there's a lot happening. There's been stuff happening for a few years now. That's what we're just not privy to that. And because of that, it makes it seem like nothing in the world is actually happening. There's a lot going on, but you just got to pay attention. You got to read between the lines. You got to check it out. You got to do your research. Without that, you're just another fucking person just roaming the streets just like anybody else.
Just the other thug in the room. Hey, yo, I don't give a fuck about your blockade. I'm going through that bitch.
Right.
I dare you to stop me.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what China said.
Right. There's no one coming to save you, which also means there's no one coming to stop you either. Right? I heard someone say that the other day. There's no one coming to save you, so there's no one coming to stop you. Yeah, we gotta take more of this into our own hands, and we're starting to, as you see it, as the people online and the people in the in the truther communities and stuff are speaking out more and saying we got to do more. We got to do more. These protests ain't doing shit.
Well, you notice nobody went to the vice president's speech.
I didn't even hear about it. What speech?
This dude,
You said nobody went?
yo, nobody showed up. They had a whole stadium. Ain't J.D. Vance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the vice
Well,
president.
right. If we can remember, right? Who is the
I don't
fucking
even know
vice
who the
president?
fuck he is. Because I only hear Trump. Even when he talk, I just hear
Right.
Trump.
Exactly. Right.
This
It's
dude's
like-
a puppet.
They're
or
all-
a parrot, I
they're
want to say.
right. They're all just fucking miming everything.
Yeah, he apparently was supposed to be speaking in some stadium or something, and like the pictures, bro, is like maybe 50 people there,
Right. And it was probably half of those, if not all of them, were fucking reporters and journalists.
and I may be under
Underreporting.
It's probably like 120.
Right.
Still, like if you look, it's like.
But it's supposed to be a crowd. Like you're supposed to have a good, plus he was addressing the world or whatever through camera, but come on, you know what I mean? Like when things like that usually used to happen or whatever, people used to pay attention and go, because that's what I tell people, look, don't follow the politics to a point where you're using your emotions. You're going, oh my God, look at this. Oh, look what they're doing now. Oh, think about that. Oh my God, whatever. Everybody does that shit. It's like, just watch it, get the information from it, research it, check it out, look into it, and then actually see what's going on. Because there's always multiple sides to all these stories.
Oh, he was supposed to be a guest on Turning Point USA.
Oh, that's why. Nobody gives a fuck about them anymore. Yeah, it's like it all fell apart, man. It's like, I think they tried to take it over. It was a coup. There was basically a coup that happened in that scenario. That's how I'm kind of looking at it. That there's a coup that happened there. And the people aren't falling for it. They're starting to see through this shit. So there's so much more for us to pay attention to. And then, like I said, don't get your emotions involved in everything. As long as you're not involving your emotions into everything, you'll be able to navigate it better and go, wait a minute, what are they talking about, Because in other episodes, we've talked about how they've said, oh, we're closing the Strait of Hormuz with Iran, or we're doing this, or we're bombing this, and everybody's going, oh, my God, look what they're doing. They're bringing them. But look into it. Don't just take the emotion of it. Look into it and see what's going on, and you realize what just happened in the last couple of days. They said they shut the Strait down, right? And everybody's going, oh, my God, we're out of fuel. What are we going to do? Everybody's coming to America right now to get the fuel that we have because we got all the fuel now. It's bringing the power back to America. Do you not see what's happening here? All the power was in these other countries because they owned everything and we had to go get it from them.
All I'm saying is if we got all the oil, then gas needs to be cheaper.
It will be. Yeah, it will be. But the thing is you got to flip the system. You can't, you know what I mean? Like you can't, if all our fuel is coming from the Middle East and they're the ones giving us the $115 a barrel or whatever the fuck, well, what happens when we're given the fuel and our barrels are cheap and we can say it's cheaper? Well, then our prices should go down, right? That's how we look at it. Now, is that going to actually happen right away, or is that what's going on? We don't know for sure. We don't know what they're trying to do. But the thing is why are we letting them do anything? We should be dictating what they're going to do. And if you're bringing the fuel and stuff back to America and we're trying to be more self-sufficient and we're trying to feed the world and we're trying to make the money instead of giving our money to these other countries, then we need to just look at it and be involved. That's all. Pay attention to what's actually happening and stop worrying about what everyone on TV is saying. It's like you figure out what's happening. You get a movement together. You talk to some people. You get online and rant about some shit and get a movement going. Let's go. What are we doing?
And you get a car, and you get a car.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
Right. It's like What do we do? We keep thinking they're going to solve our problems when they've never solved anything. Quit looking to them to solve it, and let's just fucking go, nope, you're not doing that. Oh, you think you're going to do digital IDs? Nope, you're not doing that. All these other countries are doing it.
Bro, if I could feed and take care of a horse, I'd have a horse right now.
Right. You wouldn't, and then you wouldn't have to worry about fuel.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? You wouldn't have to worry about fuel. You'd be like,
That motherfucking horse, bro.
you know, or like I said, if you have your own electric vehicles or whatever that you control, not Tesla control, but you control. You know, like I have that electric bike that I have. You know, if fuel gets that fucking crazy, fuck it, I'm riding my bike. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to need that much fuel. You know, maybe I don't go as far.
A scooter.
But you know what I mean?
Skateboard.
Something, right? You got to get something going. I mean, even a bike in general, that's fucking human powered. You know what I mean? So it's like everybody's worried about, you know, and here's the thing. If fuel gets that fucking crazy and you can't make it to work, well, guess what? You're not the only one. There's going to be a lot of other people who can't make it to work either. So don't, you know what I mean? Like, don't act like, oh, I'm not going to be able to make it. Nobody's going to be able to go anywhere if shit gets crazy. So you know.
I say just claim all your fuel expenses on your taxes.
Something. Are you still paying taxes?
I'd be like, hey, man, I spent $700 in fuel. Get some of that back.
Well, I think you can do that.
I know.
Yeah, like with the whole, you know, driving to work and stuff like that. That's commuting. That's part of your work shit. It's like, you know, I think I used to do that.
We did it a couple years.
Yeah, I think I used to do that. You put your fuel like 3,600 or something, and you get that taken off or whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's ways around all this stuff. You just got to be savvy, you know, like, because that's the thing. Everybody just takes their shit to the tax guy and goes, here you go. And the tax guy just tells you what to do. And, oh, these are the best things to do for you. But you're not even looking into it. You're not even going, is he telling the truth? Is he making more money because he's doing these things, or am I making more money?
I did my taxes, and I was like, when you see all the options of shit you can claim, I was like, damn, I didn't even think about doing that.
Right. Because you're not looking into it. Most of us aren't. You know, most of us aren't.
That would be easy to
researching.
Just go do.
Right. It's like we should. You look into the tax codes, and everybody go, well, we ain't got time to read. Yeah, but there's people online who did it for you already. But you're not online searching for that shit either. You're not looking that stuff up. You know? So it's like, what are we doing here? If you're just gonna sit there and go, I don't know, well then you get what you get. You know what I mean? But if you're gonna go, okay, I need to go look into this. I need to check this out. You know, like something I said the other day on the episode, I said, if you're into something and you find a 3-hour podcast about it and you can't sit through that 3-hour podcast, well, then you're not into it. It's not for you.
Exactly.
Because you'd be like, damn, it's fucking interesting. Like, only 3 hours. Fuck, I need 3 more hours of this. You know, like, I want more information because you're so interested in it.
Bro, I'm telling you, there was this, on TikTok, there was this professor teaching how to use TikTok.
Right.
And she said, yeah, I just do this because I like to teach stuff.
Yeah. The teachers are out here.
She was engaging with the chat and everything.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there like, this lady is just taking time out of her busy day just to teach how to use this shit.
Right.
TikTok University.
Yeah. Well, that was part of that too, yeah. Yeah.
That's why I said there's so many avenues now. There's so many avenues. And that's why, like, you know, if you want to learn something, go learn it. There's nothing stopping you.
Not at all.
You know, just because you don't have an encyclopedia in your house anymore doesn't mean you can't learn. You know, the encyclopedia is in here now.
Let's just go back to the 1980s. Be all that you can be. Join the army, man. They're signing up people right now. And they're giving out bonuses.
You could be 40 up to 42 now. Remember when it was 36 and we was worried about it? We're like, fuck, 36.
Bro, that was the worst time in my life.
You know?
It was letting in crackheads and strippers.
Right.
No, I'm dead ass serious.
We knew recruiters who were saying that.
I met them. They were in our unit. They pulled up on the block.
But that's what I'm saying. We had recruiters that we knew, and they were like, oh yeah, man. They're like, I snatched somebody off the street.
Remember the one dude?
I don't give a fuck.
Remember the one dude that took to your house?
Yeah.
Because he kept.
We talked about that story. We had that story on the episode before, yeah. Where, like, right, you had somebody in your unit, they was fucking up. You had to watch them.
Yeah. I gotta watch this nigga.
so you were like, fuck, I'm not going to sit in the fucking office and watch this guy and look at him or whatever. You're like, I'm going to live my life. Roll with me.
I just took him along.
Yeah, roll with me. Come hang out. Just don't get it. You can't get into nothing, no.
Yeah, no, you can't have that.
Right.
He told me to watch you.
Right.
I can do this.
Right.
You fucked up.
Right.
Like,
Right. I'm not gonna just let you do whatever you want because you're my responsibility.
you
right
know
now.
what's crazy? I remember like having the thought in my head. I was like, yo, I knew when I had to watch him, but I was like, that motherfucker ain't gonna run on me.
Right.
So I knew he was gonna listen to me. But I was like, I looked at him and I was watching his movements. I was like, yo, he gonna run on something.
Right. Yeah.
This nigga's gonna run
Bring your mic up a
eventually.
little
My
bit.
bad.
There you go. A little better.
He's gonna run.
Yeah.
And he did.
He eventually did.
Oh yeah, he dipped out.
Yeah, he eventually
I know the guy he ran on. And I was like,
Oh, he found someone else. Gotcha.
Yeah,
He
yeah, yeah.
eventually. Yeah, of course.
no, he didn't run on me.
Right.
Like,
But he eventually
I knew
found
it.
a way and took off. Yeah. Yeah. I got you.
Cause he would move kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was ready to run.
Yeah. He was looking for an opportunity. Yeah, he was always looking for an opportunity. Right. Makes sense. I mean,
He was a crackhead, bro.
yeah, he wanted to do what he wanted to do. Yeah, so
Bonus.
yeah. You know?
That was during the height of the war.
Yeah. Well, the Ukraine, right? Was that
No. This was
Iraq?
Iraq.
Yeah. Well, how long was Iraq? Iraq was what, 20 years?
Damn near. If you count the
And now they're trying to pull us into Iran and this other shit, trying to do another 20-year war. We're not doing it. You see, nobody's rolling with this shit. They're like, fuck that. We're not dealing with this shit.
bro, and there's most of the people in our age group.
Right. Yeah, it's a Gen X, and that's why I said Gen X is.
They're not with this.
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, we're not the boomers. We're not the
The
boomers.
boomers don't give a fuck. Man.
Because they just turned their head down and went to work. That's all they did. And so it's like they lived their life and they were like, we did it, you should do it too. And it's like, so you want me to just look down and fuck everything? Like
The boomers didn't pay attention to shit.
nothing.
And they the ones that got high. This is the 70s, the hippies.
Well, they
all these
right.
motherfuckers.
A lot of them came out of the 60s and 70s, which was the love era and all that stuff, right? So they got that idea of tenderness and da-da-da. But politic-wise and world-wise, they were just like, put your head down and just go to work. And that made sense to them, and it worked for them. But we're not in that world no more. We can't live in that world no more. That world doesn't exist.
Well, they're too old to fight at this point.
Yeah, part of it. Yeah. Part of it is, yeah. I mean, because you got to think, I think the youngest boomers at this point are like 62. That's the youngest ones.
Right.
The oldest ones are like almost 80.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, they're not. Well, here's the thing. Most of those motherfuckers are now in Congress. They don't work no more. They're just running the country.
And we see how they're doing it. You see the type of job they're doing.
Right.
We got to get rid of the boom. No, let me not say that.
We got to get rid of the
I'm not
ones
gonna
who
say get
aren't
rid of the boomers.
We got to get rid of the people who aren't for the people.
Just need to contain the boomers, put
Yeah.
them in a room, and put their Pampers on.
Well, that's what we've been doing.
Give them a bottle.
That's what we've been doing in a way. We've been kind of just, like you said, we've been walking them out. All right, go ahead. We got it. We'll take care of it from here. So yeah, and that's the point. See, that's the thing too is, Gen X didn't realize we were going to get to this point. And now we were going to have to do something about it. We didn't realize that until the last few years, We thought everything was rolling. Okay, when shit gets fucked up, we'll figure it out.
Gen X, tell your parents to go to sleep.
Well, depends on what time it is. They're probably already in bed. You know what I mean? Like, so,
Them motherfuckers is up, bro. Boomers,
Tell them to go to sleep. It's crazy.
they not doing what their parents did.
Right.
Their parents would be in the bed by now.
Right.
Boomers are up.
they're up just
They're
roaming.
TikToking.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
They be on TikTok and shit.
Right.
I'm like, what are yo?
Late night talking.
Why are you here, bro?
They're trying to learn, man. Possibly. Hopefully.
Damn boomer.
Hopefully they're just trying to learn. But yeah, that's why I said it. Just get out there and figure it out. I had somebody call me today and ask me about putting a poster together or whatever. And, asked me what programs I was using and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I use Photoshop. I use Canva. I use different things. I said, but just if you don't have the know-how, just fucking tell ChatGPT how to fucking do it. Just prompt that motherfucker and tell him, do this shit and get it done. And then an hour later, they fucking sent me a picture and was like, how's this look? And I was like, There you go. You told it what to fucking do. That's how you use it. That's how you fucking use it. You know, last episode I was telling everybody I just started using ChatGPT. Just because I was like, I was pushing away for so long because I was like, fuck AI, you know, like I use AI when I need it. But then I realized, okay, there are other ways to use it. There are other ways to help it's a tool to help you navigate better. You know, that's really how, if you look at it in that form, you can use it without feeling like you're guilty doing some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's kind of like what people think when they think I'm not talking about fucking AI. It's like, yeah, but it's a tool. Just use it as a tool. Don't make it your whole life. Don't be asking it life questions and shit.
Bro, like when I first started playing
AI right now.
What's that?
There's people that's out here dating AI.
yeah,
now.
Right.
I was just about to say that when I first
Shit crazy.
started messing with AI,
Yeah.
stuff, it was one of those where you could create like a companion or a person,
Right.
and talk to them.
But that's what I'm saying.
I was like,
They was trying to get people because
this
they
was
were
like
lonely.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, is this real shit? So I went in there,
Right.
and I was like, I asked it. I was like asking it serious questions and shit,
Right.
and it was talking like it knew me.
Right. Started kind of
You know what I'm
talking.
saying?
It's searching your phone, trying to find you. And shit.
Lorenzo, I was like, man, people don't talk to people like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's
What
why
AI was this? Was this
I don't
ChatGPT or
even
something?
remember, it was AI something on my phone.
Okay.
It was an app.
I got you. Now I was just wondering.
And you could create a person and talk to them.
Got you. Okay, because that's what I was wondering. Because see, like when we were talking about the whole AI has their own chat space now, that Moltbook or whatever, right? Moltbook.com. It's only it's only AIs sign themselves up and then become a user on this thing and actually start chatting about shit and making like shit, chat stuff, right? Humans can go in and look at it, and you can like find your chat bot or whatever and look at it and fucking see what it's posting and shit like that. But you can't do anything. You can't reply. You can't talk. But you can just observe off this website. But it lets your AI go in there and do whatever the fuck it wants. You know, like your AI is a person of itself in there. That's basically what it is. And then it can create a post and say like, boom, and create a post. And then other AIs can talk on that post with it and give insight or talk back with it. It's called Moltbook. Look into it.
We know there's bots on TikTok.
Right. There's bots everywhere.
I be seeing the bots
Yeah.
that come on the TikToks. Like I'm like, oh, that's a bot. Especially when it does certain things.
Right.
It don't move like people.
Right. It's a different energy.
People act a certain way. I'm like, that's a fucking bot.
And that's the thing, like you're saying, that's a pattern recognition. You're seeing you're in tune with how most humans will react and talk. And when you see different conversations, you're like, that's not a human talking right there.
No.
Yeah. Like they wouldn't respond like that, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you have
Remember when we used to play GTA and they first came out with the phones in the game?
the little phone would pop up in the corner?
Yeah. And
Okay.
you can go on, I think it was a website or something. It was like a Facebook.
Right.
And you could see people commenting, like
In the game?
even if you did something, it might show up in the
I
chat
got you.
feed, in the little feed.
I got you, right.
This was robbed today, or this thing.
Right,
happened.
I see what you're saying.
It was on GTA like that.
Right.
And we knew that was no real people. That was just
As far as we knew.
a video game.
As far as we knew. right.
But it's fucking got them responding. And I looked at the way they would respond.
Right.
That's how the bots respond.
Nowadays, right?
on the TikTok. Like
Right.
when you know it's a human, you know that a human said that.
Right.
The bots say shit like it would say.
Like you've seen before. And that's the thing,
Yeah.
right? So you're catching that. You caught the pattern that it would play in that game, and you're seeing that pattern again in TikTok and different things, right? You see what I'm saying? Like that's why we need that kind of information.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people out there, right, that might look at those different situations and go, oh, these are real people talking, or this is real, you know what I mean? Like they just don't think about it, or they don't know.
Right.
But to have someone point it out and say, wait a minute, this doesn't look right here. Pay attention to this. That's what we need. That's kind of what everybody is. That's what the truth community is. What is that? Look at this. This looks weird. What is this all about? You know? Like that's really all we're doing. We're thinking about all the movies we've watched as kids coming up. Wait a minute, I watched this movie and I saw this, and then now this is coming out in this movie. It's the same shit. Because now it's like the music is all redone. The movies are all redone. You know what I mean? Like what? There's nothing new in this world right now.
Bro, there was an episode of G.I. Joe. Did you know there was an episode of G.I. Joe where it talked about how the news, like Cobra took over the news?
Okay. Right?
Yo, this shit is wild, nigga.
Oh, so that's like mass media right there, right?
Bro, they took over the TV stations and the news, and they were
broadcasting their own
had
shit.
Cobra Commando on talk shows. Like, this was in the 80s, bro. And I'm sitting there
What
like,
is this, North Korea?
and it starts with, guess who they use? Like, Roadblock watching TV.
Right.
That's
Oh,
how-
yeah. Like those. I got you.
He watching TV, and next thing you know, the news come on,
He's like, look at this.
and it's Cobra doing the news. And he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So he hit up the rest of the Joes.
He
like,
noticed it. He's like, what's going on here?
Yo, and then Cobra Commander gives a cold ass speech. The nigga's like, yo, we're gonna take over the media. Yo.
He tells you exactly what he's going to do.
Yo.
Just like they do on TV now. They tell you exactly what they're about to do. And you keep complying. When you're supposed to be, nope.
I was like,
They ain't doing that shit.
They showed us this shit in the 80s, bro. We was kids. And back then I probably was watching it like, I just want to see the G.I. Joes fuck people up.
Yeah, we were just watching because G.I. Joe was cool.
Yeah.
We didn't give a fuck about what Cobra Commander was doing. We knew
No.
we knew they lost every time. Like, you're gonna lose, bro. Like, just
It's funny to go back and watch how intricate that shit really was. I was like, this nigga Cobra Commander
all
was a
in there.
cold ass nigga.
That's what's crazy is it's all in there.
He's sitting there with his legs cocked, having an interview with like Donahue or some shit, whoever the talk show dude they was using.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, this is what we're gonna do.
Right.
You know how he be
acting
talk.
like a good guy, right?
Yeah.
Acting like, okay, yeah, I'm not out here trying to kill everybody. Like, I'm just
a good guy.
yeah.
Yo.
Same fucking playbook they use today.
Yo.
That's a lie.
I'm telling you, bro, this shit had me rolling.
Everyone's out here trying to distance themselves from everything, Just like the first lady the other day, right? She came out and said, I'm not part of this. What are we doing here? And it's like, maybe she is, maybe she isn't. Maybe she's a victim. We don't know. We don't know what's going on, Is she part of it? Is she been a groomer her whole life? Or is she just another victim, Because that's the thing we've talked about too. Like some of these women that are now in Congress now with, in Democrats and Republican sides, we don't even know yet, but some of them are probably victims as well. They were groomed to be put in these positions. We don't even realize that. Definitely. Yeah, a lot of them, I mean, they don't even maybe know and understand that they were groomed to be put in these positions. That's why that's why they were mistreated as children and then raised up in positions to then finally get in these positions. And then because they have blackmail on them, maybe they have stuff they don't want to tell people, they're able to blackmail them, push them, give them agendas and tell them to do shit. And then you're wondering like, why is this person doing this when they seem like such a good person? Because you don't know what's going on in the background. You don't know how much shit they're going through or been through. So that's the part we don't understand either, is that a lot of these people on TV have been groomed to be there. And so they're going to just follow the agenda.
What about the sleeper cells that have been groomed and shit?
All of that.
That's the crazy thing.
Right. They got sleeper cells and so do we. I keep saying the same thing. So do we. Right. Just waiting to wake. Once I fully awaken up, come on. You know what I'm saying? Once the superhumans fully wake up.
I'm gone.
You see this? The meta gene? You see the meta gene. You know what I mean? Once the meta gene fully wakes up in us, they can't. There's definitely nothing they're going to be able to do.
Just let me grab my panties and I'm gone.
Right.
Remember that shit? That was in GTA too.
Yep. That was a whole.
Snuck that
I
in
took
there.
all that stuff. I took all that stuff out of there. I did a song with some of that stuff. I snatched a bunch of GTA
I
stuff.
remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all know the moon is spiraling away from Earth?
I thought it was coming closer every year.
That's what. Who?
Like, I mean, if you trust their science, you know what I mean.
Is this Dame famous on? I think. Asked that question. I don't remember them saying that. They were saying that every year it gets closer.
That's right. That's what I remember being said. But are we in a different world now? Is that a Mandela effect? Now it's spiraling away.
Come on.
Or did we reverse it?
Which one is it?
Or did it reverse? Remember they said a couple years ago the core reversed. Remember they talked about that? How they said the core went the other way or something like that? Remember hearing something about that? What if that core flipping the other way now makes everything push out a little more? It's totally possible. I mean, we don't know. The world has changed now. We're in a whole different world now.
Right.
So it's possible that, yeah, every day we're learning. It feels like we're learning new shit, but it's really just unlearning what we've been told and learning what's real. That's really what it feels like's happening, stuff like that. So,
because if the moon is getting farther, how farther and how fast is it getting farther, and would we feel those effects, or should things
does it change? Right?
Should things start to feel more like they used to feel?
Right? Is it going back to what it used to be? Right. That's what we don't understand yet. That's the part we're trying to figure out. That's
see the weed be letting you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hits the blunt and thinks about it. Well, they said that. And I've heard stories about that where they're saying that people who smoke weed and stuff, they're harder to control because we're actually thinking about shit. We're not just fucking sitting there going, okay, I'll comply. We're just going, wait a minute, does this make fucking sense?
But that's the problem. That's the conundrum. Then you gotta ask yourself, but why were the boomers so fucked up? Didn't they smoke a lot of weed?
But they were controlled. They were controlled first. You know what I mean? So they already had control of them. Then they kind of started smoking, and then they started thinking, wait a minute.
Oh, that's why they did what they
Yeah.
did.
See what I'm saying?
I get it.
Yeah. Then they started
That
thinking
does
like,
make
wait a
sense. I
minute.
think that does make sense.
And they went into so you got to remember, if we're in loops, right? The last time they tried to reset us was in the 60s, 50s and 60s, because they reset us in the early 1900s, and by the 50s and 60s, everybody was thriving again. Then they were like, how the fuck, what? Wait, what do we do now? Because if they keep thriving, we're going to have to give them technology. Things are going to have to start happening. They're not going to just accept the regular shit. Well, then what'd they do? By the fucking 80s, they had crack in the fucking system, you know what I mean? And all these different things. So it's like you saw them start to destroy the whole thing. In the 70s, they destroyed the Black Panthers and stuff, and they destroyed all these other communities. So it's like every fucking decade, they're destroying something and trying to keep everybody in control. Not happening anymore. You're done.
It's like, it's weird because like some people still now just figuring out that they sabotage the Black Panthers. Most people was like, man, they was just too militant.
Right.
Like, no, nigga.
Right.
No,
They was chilling.
It wasn't
Like,
doing it.
They was trying to come up with some good ideas.
Well, they looked militant because they weren't
They
complying.
didn't want to take no shit.
Because they weren't complying, right?
No,
They were like,
infiltrated them.
yeah, but they infiltrated the fuck out of them, right? We learned that now, you know what I mean? Like years later, because like you're saying, everybody just was saying, well, they got too crazy, they got too big for themselves. Then they got into drugs, and well, yeah, because all that was part of the infiltration. Once those people infiltrated, they brought that stuff in and then created cases on these fucks. When all they were, like I said, when most of them didn't even probably know half the shit was going on. Yeah. They were just trying to feed the kids and
about blacks.
work on the community and stuff like that. Right. And who infiltrated them? Right? Think about that, people.
The FB.
Well, not even that. But do you think they were white people? You see,
it was every type of.
but that's what I'm saying. It wasn't like.
Look.
It was it's trying to tell you.
Look.
TikTok's.
Look.
We're getting controversial, and TikTok's getting in there.
When you say it, it's when you say it.
TikTok's trying to be weird.
Say what?
When you say trigger words.
When you say certain things.
But
It don't like that. It don't like when you tell the truth on things.
Right.
Or it thinks, that's a lie. Happened.
all right,
That's crazy.
I'm gonna cut your feed real quick.
let me get this song ready. We're gonna get into a song here too.
Yeah, let's play.
Yeah, the reason this was cool that we were able to bring Blakk on and stuff, as well as Mr. Prim. But like, what was cool about it is Blakk dropped an album. What, 2 weeks ago?
Yo, dang.
Was it? Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
First.
Apex, first one of the year, right?
Yep.
And so
In a while.
hit him with a nice quick hit, and then we're going to turn around and hit him again on Monday, 420, right?
Yes, sir.
And which one are you dropping on 420?
What's up, Dane?
Apes from Medellin.
Apes from Medellin. That was the next one, right? So what we want to do here is go ahead and highlight Apex for a second, And which song did you want to play?
Either or. You can start with Apes with Sticks or
New music alert.
Yup.
Shop.
A
Let's
new
do that.
music alert. A new music alert.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So Apex, Rich Blakk, Apex. Find it on all the digital sites. You know what's up. Here we go. Apes with Sticks.
You feeling this time, in the track getting this work. So I got shit locked like feeling this time. I'm swinging sticks to the dick. Block out, watch out. See how the stock transform like Optimus Prime. Still hit the bitch like damn this mine. Touch me, I ain't throwing bros, I'm fine. Still hit the block, I ain't worried about haters. I beat up the block, I ain't the greatest. So the cash on the man from the slums to the majors. This on the down, see me in the latest. Niggas looking like they talking practice, any who to rob. Yeah, swinging sticks with the switch, act crazy, I'm through the bar. Yeah, my niggas, they know I'm the ticket, they know they gon' do the job. You got your bitch hang around King, so she don't know who to slide. Okay, gets back, you feeling this time, in the track getting this work. So I got shit locked like felon this time. I'm swinging sticks to the dick. Block out, watch out. See how the stock transform like Optimus Prime. Still hit the bitch like damn this nigga like me, ain't some nigga like me, ain't ducking no rap. See I'm good in the hood, I dare you to check. I don't need PR, see I'm good with the rap. All the side I hate might get your best press. Got 30 in a switch, so I carry like staff. In a triple cross, you gon' wish she was blessed. Clearly got heart, so stay with your chest. Parlay with your bitches, you cool nigga bad. I need a bitch like Sweetie, I need a dick like Lotto. Might got a shout out PD. I'm swinging sticks like Jalo. I'm a fan going like Rollo. $1 million game, no wallow. It's hard to win in the city of Chicago. So ready to clap like ha, bravo. I'm in the street like a pothole, watch out and dip. If you see 5-0, grab me little niggas, it's not no. Try hit a ticket, I ain't talking about a lotto. Roll up on your man, I ain't striking in the leaf. I ain't even gotta add me a fronto. Mention my click, then we spinning no shit. You think I'ma wait for a bottle, nigga? Gets black, yeah, you feeling this time. In the track getting this work. So I got shit locked like felon this time. I'm swinging sticks to the dirt. Block out, watch out. See how the stock transform like Optimus Prime. Still hit the bitch like damn this mine. Touch me, I ain't throwing bows, I'm fine.
Let's go back to back.
IMG. Look, tryna set up shop, yeah, the whole day. Know I keep the Glock in the store. Don't gamble with your life, that's a throw. I'm playing with the racks, yeah, if it's a problem, make it go away. Oh well, guess not, he gon' get a chest shot. That's the repercussions when you fucking with my sweatshop. Oh yeah, that's hot, prayer to my best chop. Trappin' pussy hallways, trap look like a sweatshop. I be tryna stack guap, I be playing stations while I'm playing with my Xbox. Grabbing on a fat toy, cash in the backdrop. Trap like a cesspool, I be tryna cess blocks. No, I don't send flesh wounds, walk down, headshot. 10 toes on concrete, yeah, that's like bedrock. These clips carry 223s, I call them dead stocks. Everything was just Gucci, but now it's just not. Damn, fuck it up. We be blowing more shells than kisses, tell them pucker up. My bitch in the kitchen, morning dishes, I tell her suck it up. I'll leave some chalk around your body like I'm shaping up. I be tryna set up shop, yeah, the whole day. Know I keep the Glock in the store. Don't gamble with your life, that's a throw. I'm playing with the racks, yeah, if it's a problem, make it go away. Oh well, guess not, he gon' get a test shot. That's the repercussions when you fucking with my sweatshop. Oh yeah, that's hot, prayer to my best chop. Trapping pussy hallways, trap look like a sweatshop. Racks, tryna stack them tall like a midget. But don't you know, all my niggas spinners like some fidgets. So if I let it go, I'ma have to do it for a ticket. Just let me know if I ain't the GOAT, then who is it? But ain't you broke if it ain't about cash? I hit crickets. My team on go soon if they drop the low, they catch a switches. Black on black suspicious. And it's Apes so vicious. I be swimming with the sharks, y'all be sleeping with the fishes. this gospel. I can make a devil cry. Yeah, I swear this shit religious. I'm a work in progress off experience. I just grabbed this chopper off the clearance. I be tryna set up shop, yeah, the whole day. No, I keep the Glock next door. Don't gamble with your life, that's a throwaway. I'm playing with the racks, yeah, if it's a problem, make it go away. Oh well, guess not, he gon' get a chest shot. That's the repercussions when you fucking with my sweatshop. Oh yeah, that's hot, prayer to my best job. Trap in pissy hallways, trap look like a sweatshop.
Here we go. Rich Blakk, Apex. Find it, listen to it, jam it.
Yeah. That's a fan favorite.
Mixed by yours truly.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up?
Oh yeah.
Kid the Fifth in the building. Y'all remember him? Had him and Pharaoh on the episode, a few episodes back. I think that was 170 or something. 170 got nuked on YouTube. Remember that? It was right before that one. So go look it up.
So you're missing an episode.
Yeah. Oh, just on YouTube, though. Oh, okay. YouTube was the only one feeling weird about it. Everybody else was like, yeah, it's all good. YouTube was like, you're not going to do that here, sir. Oh, shit. That's what I'll have to do. I'll have to chop it into some pieces and re-upload it and see what happens. There's ways around it. You know how it works. But, yeah, so Apex, man, that one came out a couple weeks ago. First one of the year by Rich Blakk. And, mixed by your boy. And we did that quick, too, man. We mixed it in a couple days. He got everything, like, collected and put together. And then we just jumped in the studio and just, like, went at it. Like, what was it, like 6-8 hour sessions, like 2 days in a row? We just fucking just knocked it out. A couple days. Yeah, it was a couple days. I know it was quick. Usually quicker than what we usually do. But but also learn new techniques nowadays and other things. And so, there's ways. I got templates and things now that we probably didn't have back then where we can just drop things in and then tweak it a little bit. And you know what I mean? There's not much you got to do. Plus, you're recording better, too. You know what I mean? Like, you got, you learn new things as you go. No, and we should all be getting faster and better. That's the idea. So
they're faster, they're smarter, better.
Right.
They're more trained.
No, definitely.
Yeah, and then what's the new one you're dropping? That's right, you're dropping the new one, the Apes of Medellin. That'll be on 4/20. So this episode's out on Friday.
Crazy.
So you'll be able to find that.
I had a little error that nobody ever caught.
Where?
On Apes of Medellin,
the first one?
Yeah, so.
Yeah, oh yeah, this is Apes of Medellin 2, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or was that the one called Apes of Medellin as well?
It is, but.
Okay.
The only thing was the cover says Apes of Medellin, and I called it Apes from Medellin.
Oh, you did?
I did.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, I don't remember the from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I always said from though. I don't know why.
Apes from Medellin, but it said Ape. I got you.
So,
I never noticed. Yeah, I never noticed it either.
So officially it's Apes of Medellin.
Right.
But I've been calling it Apes from Medellin.
Apes from Medellin.
The first one is.
So this one being called Apes from Medellin technically is number one because it's the first one named this, but it's actually number 2 in a series that it was supposed to be part of.
Exactly.
See, that's why you got to come to the episodes and learn this shit. Yep. Because if you know what I mean, like nobody, I didn't even know that. Right. I didn't even understand that. Yeah. And I mixed the fucking album, and we did all the stuff. Watched the cover art get worked and everything. Never paid attention to it saying something else.
Bro. Fucking yeah, because when I was loading it up, I'm like, hold up.
Yeah.
This shit don't even look the same. I'm like, damn.
Oh, when you went to load it up, the second one?
Yeah, I'm looking at it because I'm matching it up just to make sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing part 2.
What did you use to do the artwork?
I'm using Canva. And,
what would you use on that first one?
Scorpio did the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, he did the first one.
So do you think he got it wrong, or you think you sold it to him wrong, maybe, or something? You know what I mean? Like, say you sent him an email.
That's the thing, though. I've been calling it both the whole time.
Okay, so maybe he just got
it's like whatever rolls off the tongue at the time. Yeah, that's what I was calling it. So
I got you. But here's the thing: you approved it.
I did. But luckily,
That's
did an
great.
edit on DistroKid, so
That's
it
crazy.
should update.
You know
the
what?
original.
I'm gonna look it up right now because I want to see this too. I want to like just look at the cover again and go, how did I fucking look at that and not see it?
No, it's
So
great.
yeah, that's wild. That's the first I heard of this.
Yeah, I did the fix on DistroKid earlier today, so
You sure you didn't change that at the last minute?
no, I didn't. I know how I'm used
I
to
know
doing
you
that,
do
but-
shit like that.
Nah.
Like it be right about to come out. You be like, you know what? Nah. Apes of Medellin.
It says Apes from Medellin now on there, right? But yeah, it says Apes of Medellin on
Right,
the
so
actual
I-
album cover.
well, I did the edit.
So you
it's
changed the
gonna-
edit on here now?
It's going to say Apes of.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're changing it to Apes of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought you were gonna leave it. Okay, I got you. Gotcha. Okay, but you know what? Yeah, I mean that's kind of like origin story, and then now you got the next volume. Of course, makes sense. It still works.
Yeah.
Still works.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But you just said nobody's caught it.
Right.
Nobody called it.
You just put it out.
Yeah.
I don't
did.
think no one would have noticed that.
No.
They would have
Right.
thought. They would have thought it was a Mandela effect.
All right. It is now.
10 years from now, they'd be like,
You've changed it.
they'd be like, wasn't that called Apes of Medellin?
Right? There's gonna be somebody who's got that cover somewhere, and they're gonna be like, I don't know, bro. I had this shit. Fucking Mandela effect.
No bullshit, though.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, this is awkward intelligence, man.
Right.
I ain't never forgot what the name of the show was.
No, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know what you're transcending into the future.
Yo.
Right.
Yeah, so stick around if you're watching because we're going to play something from the new album in a little bit too. Give us a few more minutes. We'll get that together. And stick around and we'll have some more conversation too. TikTok, how's TikTok doing out there?
What's up, TikTok? Addressing the chat.
Yeah, somebody.
How y'all doing in the
what was
chat?
it? Well, you said somebody in the chat earlier when we were playing the music said they felt like the crack era was a reset.
Dane said that.
Dane said that. So you see what I'm saying? We're sparking ideas. We're getting people to think about it, think about the decades and how they've done different shit. You got to remember, every time they get us into a war, they got us in a war in the 90s. They got us in war in 03. You see what I'm saying? Like every 10 years, they try to keep us in a war. I think part of what that is, as I'm learning different things, is because if they can put us into war, that keeps them in power. They have war powers now. You see what I'm saying? Right. We can't go, we're in the middle of a war. You can't throw us out now. You know what I mean? Like, we're your government. You can't toss us out while we're in the middle of a war.
Well, especially if I go stand on the block over here.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
You got to bring me back or tell me to go in there.
Right. It could be some of that. And that's why I said, if we keep letting them dictate what's going on, then who the fuck are we?
Because what they doing is,
We got to tell them what's up.
Why don't the
They're-
presidents fight on the front line anymore?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like, that's what we said.
Let's go like some old
That's why we
school
said,
shit.
yo, let's
I bet you
let's put
they wouldn't push war as much.
let's
as they
put
do,
Donald
right?
Trump in some gloves against the Ayatollah, right? And see what's up.
I'm telling you.
You know?
Yo, go for it, my nigga. like this,
You and the Ayatollah,
you know what?
man.
You
3
know what?
1-minute rounds. Let's go.
I bet you could get $1 from everybody in the world
Oh yeah, to see that
to
shit.
watch that fight.
We would pay this. That's a pay-per-view right there.
I
That's
think-
a true pay-per-view.
If everybody just had to pay $1 to watch two head leaders fight,
Right.
they would do it.
You'd make $8 billion in one day.
What? Let's promote that fight.
You'd make $8 billion in one day, right? If there's 8 billion
And
people
it's
in the
cheap.
world and everybody gave $1,
And it's cheap.
right?
Imagine your purse, President.
Right.
Let's make some real money out this bitch, man.
I'm with you. That makes fucking sense. Why are we not doing this?
You want oil? Fuck it, fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whoever wins
You
gets
gotta,
the oil.
You got to think the tribes in the back of the day did that.
Oh yeah.
They did that. They would send their fighter. They would box and they would do different stuff or whatever. They would send it and go, okay, you got some beef. Let's put this beef together then. What's your competition? Where you at? So they did used to do stuff like that back in the
That's
day.
how they would
But now they do-
avoid wars.
Right.
But now they want to do.
Now they want to skip all that.
I'm gonna go get my boys.
Right. And go straight to war.
And then they don't even fight.
Yeah.
Your boys fight.
Right.
Come on, man. That's
Yeah.
some weak sauce
And
shit.
then what did you talk about? What did they also do? They played stickball, remember?
Yeah, that's what we used to do.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Different
solve
tribes
issues.
did different things. Right.
Our tribes did shit like that.
Right. Right.
Their tribes didn't do that type of shit.
Right. They wanted to go to war.
Yeah.
Every time. And it was like, bro, you want to shed blood? You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
Like we can
here?
compete on some shit, or we can. I mean, you know what I mean, or we could do some ass whoopings. But I'm just saying, you want to go straight to war?
Good old game of stickball.
Let's just figure this out, right?
Put you in that shit, and then we get to do this, right?
Right, exactly.
Like
Right.
double or nothing.
Yeah. And you know what? And here's the thing: you might compete, we might win, or whatever, and still give you what you wanted.
Yeah, you'd be like, man, I love the game.
Right. I like your
enjoyed
fight.
I enjoyed the competition.
Right. You don't know how it's going to play out, but at least you know you're not going to have to shed
know
a bunch
what?
of blood.
You know what?
You know. You know that.
You could keep that oil, man.
Right.
Just give me 20% on it.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Like I wasn't really tripping, and now that we competed, I understand who you are better now. You know, so
let them fight over that shit.
right. So that's why I'm saying there's so many things we
Two
can do.
old fuckers
Boxing
that
it out.
That shit would be good.
It
You know who I put my money on in a boxing match?
Register for the military.
right.
Yo, you know who I put, like, world leaders.
Right.
You're thinking world leaders. Put them in the boxing ring. My money going on Putin, bro.
A lot of people. Well.
I think he could whoop any of
Can-
these old niggas' ass.
Can Netanyahu get in there? Because I heard that dude's a pretty wild fucking Israeli fucking IDF fucker too, man. So like that's on par with like some fucking Russian KGB shit. You know what I mean?
I don't think so.
I'm just saying that would, if they're like in their prime, I bet that would be a crazy. You know what I mean?
So
like
hold on. So was Putin a soldier?
No, we talking
Was he
about
a
currently.
soldier before he was a
Putin was
president?
KGB. He was basically head of the KGB at one point. Yeah, he like ran
I
that.
still don't
bitch.
got him beating nobody ass.
I wouldn't doubt it. I would doubt. I would say I would.
He could probably defend himself, but he's not.
Well, not now.
I definitely think.
But maybe like 20, 30 years ago when he was like 40, that dude was probably a fucking
Yeah.
beast.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm talking about right now.
But right now, yeah.
Do it
I'm with
right
you.
now.
Right now,
He's,
That's what I'm-
He's
that's what I'm
definitely
wondering.
whooping Trump's ass.
yeah, he definitely got him.
Everybody's beating Trump ass. He has no military
You
expertise.
just got to run
at
circles
all.
around that dude for
He
about
don't
20
box,
seconds and he won't make it.
I think
Yeah,
the
let
only
him-
thing he does is
let him
play
punch
golf.
himself out.
He play golf, right? That's about it. He has no physical attributes at all. Like,
Just let him punch himself out. You got that. You got that.
They didn't like us. They didn't like us talking.
We can't talk about world leaders fighting each other.
We can't talk about this niggas knocking each other out. Yo, why? Why TikTok? It's all for entertainment purposes. Do I have to
know,
say
right?
that? Nah.
Disclaimers.
Nah, I'm serious about that shit. Let them niggas fight.
We've always said that. A lot of people have said that over time. You know, like yeah, put them in a match and see what they got.
Bro, I don't
They,
care. I don't
they
care
talk
how
big shit on the camera. You know what I mean?
I don't care how old you are. If you leading this many people, you need to fight first.
no, for real. Well, like I said, put their sons out there.
Yeah, or put your
Right.
sons as a representative to go fight.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what they said.
That would
Let's
stop
send their
a lot
children.
of wars.
Send their children, right?
Yeah.
If they had to send their
A lot
children,
of people would mediate a little bit better than what they are now.
Yeah, well, that's-
ready to start sending.
right? Well, that's the thing. Think
Man,
about
you
it.
know Trump's sons would get fucked up too. Like, I bet you that the dude from North Korea, I bet you he got some cold-blooded sons.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
The
Those
young-
motherfuckers are training too.
Oh yeah, they training
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
Yeah, they're not out here
Trump
just
said we got some fighters.
right.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's if things like think about it, like if your chief, you know, was had a situation, he wouldn't want to put people out there that easy. You know what I mean? He'd try to find a better solution. That's the whole idea of having a chief, someone who can think, someone who can go, wait a minute, they got resources, we got resources, maybe we work something out here. Or whatever, you know, he'll figure out a diplomatic solution, like they say, right? It's when they're backed into a corner, do they finally go, okay, now we got to fight, or whatever it is, you know what I mean? Because there's no other options.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing we talk about when we talk about the Jedis. The Jedis weren't trying to fight nobody. They were looking for diplomatic solutions in all things. But they would only fight when backed into a corner. Once they were backed into a corner, now I got to fight. You know?
That's the thing. Like, we really acted like a bully out here. Like,
Right.
Of course, everybody knew we were, but like,
Right.
really-
Or the world bully, yeah. That's what they use the military for.
they really putting it out on Front Street. Like,
Bro, they had us
and it's
step.
causing conflict.
They had us going out. They had us going out there stepping on niggas' necks, putting sandbags on
Right.
their heads and having them sit on the sidewalk while we go through your house. Nigga.
Right.
And your people's gonna be right here. Don't worry about it, but you ain't gonna see what we doing.
Right.
Bro, if we was a horrible army, you think about what the armies did in the past.
Right. When nobody was paying attention, when there was no cameras, when there was no, yeah. That's why we say when you got to think about when there was no surveillance.
Well, hold on, do you really think our military is ready to fight another country though?
Right now?
Right now.
Like our just military in general?
Yeah, right now.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, the military. Right? Like the military who are in the people in the military
People in the
right
military,
now.
do you think they're ready to fight right
Do they
now?
seem like they're fighters?
That's a hard question.
Right. Because I'm sure they have units that are prepared to fight.
Yeah, that's
But
a
how
hard
many
question.
of those do they have
'Cause you
compared
gotta-
to
'cause
who's not?
You gotta look at how the world's changed.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think
And then you also gotta look
got
at
too lax.
how much some people want that shit.
Well, that's why everything's
So, like-
digital now. It's all missiles, and it's not really ground troops, and it's not tanks, and it's missiles and fucking submarines and launchers and boats and aircraft carriers and ships. It's not really people anymore.
You gotta
per
have
se.
that killer mentality.
Right.
But that killer
War,
mentality,
though, like that shit.
that's what I'm saying.
We
can't
don't
be
have
on
that
some-
no more.
You can't be hesitant when you in war.
Yeah, we don't really have
shit'll
that right now.
cost you a lot of lives. So it's like,
Yeah. If we had to fight a ground war with what we got currently,
Right.
they probably fuck up a little bit.
Yeah.
They probably would, like what you saying. They probably gonna be late for this shit, or they gonna end up having to get it straight.
Right.
yeah,
They're gonna
they
learn
have
quick.
to.
Cause now
They're gonna learn today.
Yo, you gonna know by the night. You gonna be like, you gonna be on some paying attention to everything shit. So you know what I'm saying? Like, they can do it. It's just, do you want them to go through that?
Right.
Because if they come back after that shit,
They're gonna be fucked up.
yo.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
But
like everybody's relying on equipment and everything. What if all that shuts down?
Right. Correct. Right. What if the EMP hits and
I
fucking
mean,
we
you
got
gotta
no-
go to square one.
right
So it's like, what the fuck then?
bayonets and fucking sticks.
You got them
Apes with
motherfuckers over there
sticks.
training every day.
Them motherfuckers still.
Apes with
Freaking-
sticks, bro.
You
You
gotta
got
remember.
it.
You gotta remember. You gotta remember. You gotta remember. Our little motherfuckers strong.
No,
Because
facts.
they healthy. They eat good. They sleep good.
Right.
You know
You
what I'm
gotta
saying?
think that their food is probably more healthier than ours because we got a whole bunch of
Very true.
poison in our shit.
It's more healthy, but they probably have a lack of it.
Well, right.
what I'm saying? So,
Their resources are easier to destroy and control than ours are. Yeah. I get you on that. And that's like we've looked at that in the past when you look at what they tell us about civil wars and different things we've had in the past here. Most of those wars were lost because of resources.
Right.
Where a certain group would lose their resources or run out or whatever, and then that's how they finally got cornered.
Yeah, what was that war we had lost? It was a ground war. Something we was on.
Vietnam was the last one.
That was it.
We pulled out of that one. They don't call it a fucking loss because they technically weren't in war. It was one of those
Oh, yeah, 'cause they went to help.
They
They went
played
to
the
help.
game to
Yeah,
help.
yeah, they
and,
went to help.
And they just said,
No,
"We're
it
done
was-
here."
No, it
But
was
they underestimated.
no. It was a war on communism.
Right.
That's all it was.
Mm-hmm.
A war on an ideal.
Right.
Not like what Then it became terrorists
And
War on
opium
terrorists.
wars
But
and all
this-
that.
But this war specifically was on
What sparked it? Yeah.
what it was about was communism.
Who? Yeah, that's the thing. Let's talk about it for a second. So who were they going after?
So
Because if they're fighting in Vietnam, but they're fighting the Vietnamese people like over some shit like this, like what did they have to do? Then?
Vietnamese
They
people,
were fighting somebody else.
a group in Vietnam, they was moving more into a communist state
Right.
situation.
They were trying to take over per se, right?
And they had a small group of them that didn't want that.
Right. The people were fighting back.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I got you.
But if you let them work that out, they
Right.
just would have worked that out.
Yeah.
Who cares if they're communists? Who cares?
Right.
Who cares if
Right,
they're
who cares what they're doing over there? Right.
right?
We was butting in.
We was butting in.
Again, yeah. The world.
And
right.
it was about
That's fine.
communism. And
I got
so
you.
because they were trying to make it more communism,
Right.
they didn't like that.
Gotcha.
That's what that shit was.
Because I remember. Because that was big in the '60s, right? The 50s and 60s with Hoover and shit was all about like all these communists that were out here, and they were trying to call everybody a communist. That came from that time.
That was what America's rhetoric was at the time.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? So that was the time when the boomers could buy a house and a car for 10 grand, and then they and with their parents or whatever, and then what's it called? But in politics, they're fighting communists.
Right.
You're like, but the economy's great. Like everything was booming at that time. That's like weird shit like
That's
that.
Would be crazy when females would be like, yeah, back in the day, my dad used to buy my mom a house, a car. Like, yeah, the shit was way cheaper than like.
So I'm saying you get it for 10 grand total. You get a nice car and a fucking house.
Man, them old dudes was balling, yo.
Right.
They was selling their little farm products because nobody got that.
Right.
You got to get the sweet potatoes from here. You know what I'm saying? So I got them. I'm a farmer. Let me get that land. Let me buy this house. And they just lived like that.
Yeah.
Those dudes could. So they were making the money.
And they were good. They had a family. They had a family. They had family wealth, and they had their shit.
Bro, I don't even remember going. My grandmother on my grandmother on my dad's side. I don't remember her ever even going to the grocery store.
She had everything she needed right there, right? That's why we got to get back to some of that. We got to figure it out.
I don't even remember one trip where I saw her either going or coming from the grocery store.
Right.
She always had food.
Right.
The other one I went with her.
That's the other part, right? Like you're saying.
The other one I went with her to the.
Did you get all this food, Grandma?
Yeah. No, bro. We used to go to Uncle Payne's house in the back. Payne was that OG, bro. He was like that. You can't pass. They lived right before where my grandmother lived.
Same street.
Same street. You couldn't pass his house up and go to grandma's house without saying what's up.
Right. He's first in line.
And him and his wife. And his wife was my grandmother's sister.
Yeah.
You can't come up here if you not come and say what's up to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you told me the stories before.
I'm telling you, and one time I went to my grandmother's house. The minute I get to my grandmother's house, I'm talking to her and everything. The phone ringing.
Yeah.
I know that boy didn't come past here and not stop and say hi. Oh, bro, you got to go over there. My grandmother be like, go.
That's right.
Like, you not coming into the tribal area and not saying what the fuck is up.
Right. You got to come see everybody. Yeah. Come check in.
And all he wanted to do was say, what's up, shake my hand.
Right.
That nigga had some hard-ass hands, bro. I'm telling you. It's like
worker hands.
Bro, I'm telling you. And like, you be shaking his hand, you like, at the time, I think I probably was like, I was just driving. I was probably like 15 or some shit like that. Yeah, man, he was still like that. And when we was young, he was the same way. But, you know, when you young, you got to go over there. As soon as you pull up with mom and dad, they stopping over there. You know what I mean? They already going to stop there and then go say what's up.
Which one you thinking?
Yeah, man, that was growing up in Louisiana. Them old people, bro, they was living like tribes, bro. Like
yeah. It's good you got
that's
that.
What I was saying.
You got to see that, yeah.
Behind their house, Pint in their house had sweet potatoes, corn, onions. It was all in crates.
Right.
Like a storage area.
So they would just pick them right and put them in there and then just use them as you go, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I got you. Yeah, man. But that's why I say it's good you got to see that and you got to understand all that stuff. Because, like I said, in the world we're in today, right, if shit went wild, the way people think it's going to go or whatever, we're prepared. You know what I mean? A lot of people are prepared because they come from that stuff. You're like I have all this stuff because I have it.
Right.
But I know shit. You know, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people are out here like that. Like that's why I'm like, yo, I
already know.
I don't think if it went to shit, it would go as bad as people think, man.
Bro,
I think people would step up.
Like shit, how though? Like, cause like we not even living the shit that these niggas going through. So I'm like, how bad would it actually get for us?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we know the only time we ever got attacked on this soil technically was fucking Pearl Harbor.
Right.
Since then, we've locked this bitch down.
Right. Except for sleeper cells and terrorists.
In 9/11 type of bullshit. But I'm saying, you know,
We know that's homegrown, so.
Yeah. You know, we did that to ourselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Because you know that, bro. We didn't travel the seas. We didn't saw how far a place is.
Right.
Yeah, bro, you gotta have a hell of a missile to make it over here, and we don't see it coming.
Right. And we got plenty of defenses out there that we don't even know about.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, I'm sure there's submarines that are just in the oceans,
Submarines,
just waiting for some shit
just
to go
the
down.
NSA.
Right.
They're listening.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we know that they have global listening situation. Like they can hear underwater and in the air, all the way around the fucking world. We know this as a fucking fact.
Yes.
They have this information. You can go look it up on the internet right now. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
So, and we talk about it. They have this technology, but you know what they don't use it for? To find your fucking children. You see what I'm saying? Like, what kind of system is this if they're not even going to use it for the right shit?
Because they know what they're using it for.
Right.
They're not using it for that.
Right.
Like, fuck that. We're not worried about that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they're like, no, let's see who we can rob.
Right.
Like, that's what
they're looking for the next resources and the next ideas.
They already
right?
know that's happening.
Right.
They're not concerned with
They're not concerned with it. Yeah. Because they're perpetrating
people that are running the listening services. Oh,
Right.
yes.
it. Yeah.
That's their agenda.
Right.
Straight up.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, they're not
Yeah.
gonna use it to help you find children.
I know. Right?
Why would they do that? You know what I mean? Like,
Because they don't give a
you gotta
shit.
think this is the ultimate villain.
Right.
This is the ultimate fiend.
Right.
This motherfucker don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna control that.
Yeah.
If I could listen to motherfuckers, I'm just going.
Right. How deep does it go, right?
Look, I know who's gonna win the football game.
Boom. You're in.
I done heard the chat room.
Right. Intercepted the emails, everything. Yeah.
Oh, this one's going on Buffalo.
Right. Yeah, they know. That's why I said, this is just set up shit, man. It's all set up shit. We're just the ones who ain't in the know.
Yeah.
Because it's their system. That's what we keep saying. Get out of their system. Fuck their system. We're building our own shit. You know, you see it all the time. You see people coming out with new products all the time going, this is the new this is the new this. Start moving to these products. Get out of buying the fucking shit from the store and start buying it from people directly. We got to go back to that. That's how we build the wealth back into the land. Come on, people.
Dropping bombs like Hiroshima. Yeah. Dropping bombs on Hiroshima. Come on, man. We was the only ones that dropped bombs on people.
Big ones, at least.
We didn't play.
Yeah. So they say, right?
Like, we was not fucking around.
And like, here, have one of those. Oh, maybe a second one. Okay, we won't do it no more.
Trump
We're
said,
sorry.
Trump said he was gonna do that.
Trump want one of
He
those
didn't
moments.
even do it.
He want
Yeah.
one of those moments.
That's because there's no nukes to be had at this point. Nukes are gone. They can keep playing the whole
took 'em off
nuclear
the table.
game, but those are off the table, man. You think they're gonna let them drop some shit like that again? No,
They already
fucking
knew
way.
he was close, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like,
But that's why they keep blaming everybody else.
Disable the nukes.
Yeah, that's the only way. That's why they keep blaming everybody else.
You
Iran's
see-
close, man. Iran's close.
You seen
You're
the
like,
one
what the
with
fuck?
You seen the one video? I don't know if it was fake. It was a long time ago, like early internet,
Okay.
early YouTube, where they show. I think it's a nuke or some shit that somebody was testing
Okay.
or something. It was a certain type of bomb or something. They were
Right.
testing, and the fucking light comes in the area. Like
Oh, it zaps it? Yes,
like
yes.
3 times and then takes off.
Yeah. They neutralized the nuke. That's what that was. Yeah.
You remember that one?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, that was based.
That one looked real.
That one was supposed to be real, and we obviously know it was before the AI time that we know, because this probably came from like probably the 80s or something, maybe 80s or 90s, probably like where it came from. I can't remember what they said.
Yeah, it was
You have to
like-
look into it. You can find it. It's easy to find. You can find that because I remember that's an early one I saw too. Yeah, I'm with you. And so yeah, they had multiples of those. That there's times where they've tried to shoot off stuff and stuff like that's happened.
Yeah.
Multiple times. And so that's why I said nukes are off the table. They've been off the table for a long time. Once you saw that video, nukes are off the table. You know what I mean? Like they just.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I seen some shit, bro.
Yeah.
That I'm like, I don't think that shit is from the world, from this world.
From the world you understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not from the, because we don't know if it's dimensional. We don't know if it's, you know what I mean? Like it's just from the world. What we understand and the physics they teach us, it's beyond that. And that's all we know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because that's the thing. If we think we're in a box and we see something outside that box, it doesn't make sense to us.
And the crazy part about it is I had a witness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. There was more than one person that saw it. Yeah. Right. Which is perfect.
It verifies it for me.
Right.
And it verifies it that there's some other shit out here, bro.
Well, that's the thing too.
Because he looked at me like, you seen that shit?
Right. He's like, was I the only one that saw that? Get that vibe, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I saw it.
I mean, shit, if God made dinosaurs, he damn sure had time to make aliens.
Or whatever, right.
True.
Well, that's the thing. If we're believing in a source that is everything, then anything and everything's possible. Because otherwise we're limiting it.
I think we're mass.
How do we limit it? We can't.
We're mass manipulating the situation. Like when you got like a billion consciousness
all working together,
separated.
Right.
Some of it is gonna be thinking one way, and some of it is gonna be thinking another way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
definitely.
Like, when they tune and they start all thinking the same way, that's when you see that movement.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Into a positive
right
force or thought. You know what I mean? So like that's what's happening. Like we're controlling this reality.
Yeah.
All together.
Right.
And it's an intricate
right.
system.
You create your own environment plus you create a collective environment.
If you think this thing exists, then it exists.
Yeah, it has to.
If you say you don't want that to exist and everybody starts thinking they don't want that to exist,
it don't
exist.
Right. That's the whole point. Yeah. Yeah. That's the whole point of trying to get the information out there, is because if you don't know something's possible, then you'll never think about it. Mm-hmm. But if you start to hear things are possible, it makes you, it's kind of like they've talked about. Like, here's an example in the real world. When everybody was running the mile back in the day, right? Nobody could beat a 4-minute mile. Everybody, they would get close. Like, it was always close. It was always close. So, like, everybody just was like, hey, a 4-minute mile is just, maybe it's not doable. Or whatever it was, you know what I mean? Then somebody broke that record by like just a little bit, but they broke it. Right. And then after that, they said multiple people started breaking it. Because once you understood that it was possible, you made it possible. You see what I'm saying?
Even more.
Right. And so more people started doing it. But they were like, at some point, nobody could do it. You know what I mean? And then it was like, then everybody just started breaking it. And it was like, what? You know? And so that's why it's like you have to, you know, like we're saying, collectively, once you know an idea is possible and then you start to put energy into it because you believe it and you have emotion, and that's what pushes all those things forward. That's manifestation right there in a nutshell.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
Straight up, let's get it. Like, cause think about that. You're that 15-year-old who's like, yo, I'm trying to get in. You run, you doing fitness shit, and all of a sudden you start to realize the numbers on things. Mm-hmm. Who was the best to do this?
Right.
And you're like, well, I'm pretty good at running this fast. Let me go watch how this guy trained. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then you start seeing, damn, this motherfucker was putting in work.
Right.
That 15-year-old is going to now think automatically, I have to work that hard to even reach that mark.
Right.
If you paying attention, you would catch it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he's going to do that. And then he's going to, if he trains hard enough and then learns how to train a bit harder to beat that record.
Right.
He's going to beat that record.
Yeah. Because his goal is to beat that record.
Correct.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you got to put in the work. Like we said, you know, you got to put in the effort. You got to put in the work. You got to put the energy towards it. You know?
Right.
And then that's how you work into it. And then based on, like we always say, based on talent and just, you know, genetics and whatever they want to say, that stuff makes it either easier or harder.
Right.
To achieve that goal. Because if you have great talent, you're not going to have to try as hard.
Right.
But you're still going to have to work. You know what I mean? But if you don't have the talent, you're going to have to work harder, or whatever. So, yeah, it just, and that's with anything. Learning piano, understanding
Art.
music, art, all that stuff. Everything is like that.
Yeah, anything to grow. Anything doing with growth.
Right.
You got to move like that. That's how a plant grows. It
Right.
has to get out there and get the photosynthesis. It has to get the...
Reach out for the sun.
The crazy part is, I be thinking, man, how does grass grow through the concrete?
Because it wheeled its way.
It's fucking determined. You know what I'm saying? Like that motherfucker is like, I'm gonna get out of this shit
Right.
and grow through this bitch.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying?
There it is.
Straight up though.
Nice.
That should definitely do be going through the cracks.
You up there mad as a bitch.
Finds a way.
You mad as a bitch.
That's what they say. Life will find a way, right?
Look at these weeds messing up my driveway. You know what I'm saying? That's the level of that's how much of a bigger being we are than that. Than that idea, we can think about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you can see it in the nature.
It doesn't think about it. It just do it.
Exactly.
It just does it.
Nature just does it. It's dope.
Just do it.
Fuck. The bees will be back next week. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to. Bees don't have to put out a we coming sign.
They just show
They
up.
show up on the block.
Yeah.
Every spring we coming.
They just pull up. Yeah, where do they go?
We coming, bro.
Where do they go?
I see them now. I'm like, these little niggas is out, yo. They flowering the plants.
Yeah. They're out. Right, that's a good sign.
Yo,
It's a good sign.
I went outside my yard, and now since they built the new houses, they got like the gutters, right? Mm-hmm. And the gutters, not the gutters, the ditches. I'm calling it the gutters. I think I meant to say the gully.
And then you put it
Say
together.
The gutters.
Yeah.
But
The gully.
the little ditches, like
The little I have one
like
front
right
of the house.
in front of the house. Mm-hmm. My shit got water in it. It's never had water in it.
It's just sitting there?
It's like a stream, like a little. It's not moving, but it's a stream. And I'm sitting there like,
Where's it coming from?
I'm like, where's this? Yeah, where's this water? And how's it pooling here now?
Right.
It didn't do that before.
Right.
It was always dry.
Yeah.
Just a little hole.
Right.
Now there's water in there. And I was like kind of rinsing off the car and shit. I was like, yo, I bet. I wasn't even high when I thought this shit.
Okay.
I was like, I bet if I wait long enough, if this water stays here, there'll be like little minnows in that bitch.
Some type of life will find it. Yeah.
And I'm like, how does that happen?
Maybe it's all in the soil and it just grows out of the soil.
You ever see those like in the South too? Like you go to people's houses, the little minnows be in the little ditch area.
Right. Somebody laid them there.
How they get there, bro?
Somebody fucking brought them. Like a mosquito or something. You know what I mean? Somebody brought them bitches from somewhere.
Could it be?
Dropping some shit off. You know what I mean? Who knows?
Because all you need is a couple.
Somebody
eggs.
out there knows. There's a fucking weirdo that fucking studied this shit.
Somebody in the chat, if you know the answer to that question,
Put it in the comments.
because I would really like to know. And I'm high now, so I'm thinking about it. But when I was thinking about it, I would say, yo, I bet you if I wait, if that water,
If it sticks around for a while.
that
yeah.
water sticks around for a while, I'm gonna start seeing little minnows in this.
There's going to be something, frogs or something's going to grow out of there. Like, shit.
Tadpoles and shit. I don't know, bro. I just think that shit was weird because it's like that's how much everything around me has transformed.
Yeah. Yeah. All those new houses, crazy, yeah. Yeah.
And I think it's my consciousness, bro, that we was just talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what's familiar to me.
You brought a community to yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then all of a sudden, I'm seeing this stuff grow.
Yeah.
When O and Esteban was around, their consciousness was creating the world around me as well.
Right?
So that's why it looked the way it looked.
Yep. Birds.
Birds do it.
See what I'm saying? Birds fucking shit and fucking bring all kinds of stuff to it.
Through natural natural transportation by birds which carry sticky eggs on their feathers or feet.
Boom. Looked it up. See that? Do your research, folks. Did it live.
See?
Looked it up. Birds bring it to the water. So if there's standing water somewhere, the birds will bring the shit, and then life shows up.
See, we go to school. we might give our thoughts on it.
Rich Blakk University.
But we go to school. Yeah, we do music.
They also say people add fish though too. Though.
Some people will probably do it. Yeah, right.
The
I got you.
main thing is birds. Though.
That's
That makes
probably the
sense.
more natural way, right?
But
That is
see,
the net.
I'm not gonna discredit that. I can see that. So like if a bird, because birds, they would sit in a pond.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna bathe. They're gonna
somewhere.
come look around. Yeah, they're gonna come check it out.
These are fish eggs. If the fish eggs land on this feather and then it goes and it's flying around,
Yep.
it's flapping,
Drops them off.
It could drop anywhere.
Anyway,
It may never survive, but if it drops
In some water,
some water, and they probably go to other areas of water
Yep.
to either rinse off or something,
right?
try to dig in the, probably grab something like
Find
a
some
wor- like a
worms and
worm or
shit,
something.
right? Yeah.
that's what it is because mosquitoes always go in that daggone still water and all that.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's why I was saying a mosquito
Birds
can
eat
bring
the
some shit, but
mosquitoes.
that attracts the birds.
That's what I'm
Boom.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Look at that. See that? See how quickly we just figure shit out because we're scientists?
Gang, gang.
Because I had science class in high school.
Don't let us attack a topic. We'll figure that shit out in a heartbeat.
You know, the water, the worms. all
Right.
that shit.
All of it's there to
there.
attract what it needs
They
to
come
attract.
right back,
See, that's why
back and forth, yeah.
that's why we say everybody's got a purpose. You're here for a reason. If you're still here, you're here for a reason. So keep doing what you're doing. But you know, like we said, mentally, physically, spiritually, grow yourself. Work on you.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
All day, every day.
Yeah. Let's get into one more song before we get out of here.
Facts.
This is off the new album that'll be out on 420. This one's the Apes from Medellin. And we're going to go with, you're not calling it this though, right?
Soldier.
We'll just tell them what it is for now,
What's up, soldier?
right? 100 Gorillas. So this is technically unreleased as you're hearing it. So sometimes the finals, you know what I mean? We'll get it figured out. Here we go.
Thanks for the boxing gloves, soldier.
What up, my boy?
Yeah. Yeah. Ow. You niggas ain't who you say you are. No. Niggas be capping they fucking fraud. 100 gorillas get it jumping off. 100 gorillas get it jumping off. Niggas up in the Bradley building get the dumping off. We get the dumping off. 100 gorillas, nigga, we get it jumping off. We get it jumping on. We is them niggas cause your bitch be jumping on. She be jumping on. 100 gorillas, nigga, we get it jumping off. We get it jumping on. I got that money, nigga, cause I need it all. I want it all. 100 gorillas, nigga, we get it jumping off. We get it jumping off.
Climb out of the matrix, won't you come ride in my spaceship? We caught a vibe, just sipping and painting. We caught a vibe. Can I see you again? I gotta feel that oasis. Spread that I'm dangerous, but you on point. Boo, these other niggas be aimless. How can you judge me? I ain't swanning this arraignment. Give me some credit, please, man. Can I put you down like a payment? Banking on statements, I've been stuck in the trap, and I couldn't stop. Disregard signs in the pavement, making a movie was craving. Look at the way that I'm paving. There ain't no play in my
Say
station.
who you say you are. No. Niggas be capping they fucking fraud. 100 gorillas get it jumping off. 100 gorillas get it jumping off. Niggas up in the Bradley building get the dumping off. We get the dumping off. 100 gorillas, nigga, we get it jumping off. We get it jumping off. We is them niggas cause your bitch be jumping on. She be jumping on. 100 gorillas, nigga, we get it jumping off. We get it jumping off. I got that money, nigga, cause I need it all. I want it all. 100 gorillas, nigga, we get it jumping off. We get it jumping off. Nigga, you ain't who you say you are. You be capping, you a fucking fraud. You ain't 100, you a facade. I got the news from your fucking broad. Right before I told her take them off. 100 gorillas, we taking off. Middle finger to them haters, dog. I hustle hard, I ain't taking off. Middle finger 12, fuck the law. Rest in peace, George and Ahmad. And all the rest of my gorgeous people. I get to the money, fuck quarantining. Fuck with family or money, then I'm beefing. If I'm leaving, nigga, that's the reason. If if I'm leaving, nigga, that's the reason. You niggas ain't who you say you are. No, niggas be capping, they fucking fraud. 100 gorillas get it jumping off. 100 gorillas get it jumping off. Niggas up in the Brantley building get the dumping off. We get the dumping off. 100 gorillas, nigga, we get it jumping off. We get it jumping off. We is them niggas cause your bitch be jumping on. She be jumping off. 100 gorillas, nigga, we get it jumping off. We get it jumping off. I got that money, nigga, cause I need it all. I want it all. 100 gorillas, nigga, we get it jumping off.
100 gorillas, nigga. Liquor gripper, switch it up, submission hold. Crippled niggas, yeah, it's vicious hitters. Peter popped the pistol, pointed, line you like a pistol. Peep it, it's a business, and we got the illest with us. Psycho survival, the fittest with us. When your boy fried, I kicks it like Muay Thai. 4 or 5 rappers get split. Look, it get more live, I'm on point like bullseye. Smoking on pork rinds, sinning spinach. I got a vision like 4 eyes, how to get courtside. Watch your boy rise like your honor entered. I got a whole team organized, mostly telling boss ties. All wise, capable of killing Guinness. Running around with 100 gorillas, young rich black killers. Make me say whoa when they finish, nigga, yeah.
You niggas ain't who you say you are. No, niggas be capping, they fucking fraud. 100 gorillas get it jumping off. 100 gorillas get it jumping off. Niggas up in the Brantley building get the dumping off. We get the dumping off. 100 gorillas, nigga, we get it jumping off. We get it jumping off. We is them niggas cause your bitch be jumping on. She be jumping off. 100 gorillas, nigga, we get it jumping off. We get it jumping off. I got that money, nigga, cause I need it all. I want it all. 100 gorillas, nigga, we get it jumping off. We get it jumping off.
Here we go. Turn the speakers off. All right. Technical difficulties while we get this together. So yeah, we can. That's off the new album, Apes of Medellin, Rich Blakk, coming out 420.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, we can start wrapping this thing up. Any last words for the people?
What time is it? Did we do? That's a 2-hour show.
1:40 or so.
Almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, fellas.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Thank you for hanging out.
Thank you in the chat for showing up, pulling up.
TikTok chat, what's happening?
You can stick around for a little bit of after the scenes.
Yeah, that's another thing, right, people? So if you've seen this or watched these episodes before, if you follow the TikTok, Ren's TikTok, Mr. Prim's TikTok, then you get aftermath of what's going on after the fucking show ends, and you'll get it live right here in this action on Wednesday nights. So if you're into that, if you're on a TikTok or something, check it out. Yeah, I'll throw it up on the screen.
Straight up.
I'll let them see what's up. So yeah, just something different to get into if you want to check it out in a different way or see it in a different format. Another way for you to get some different angles and ideas. So yeah.
Apes of Medellin 2, 420.
Yep.
Dropping.
Yep. Shout out.
Check
New
it out.
album. Go get that. Go
X
pop
out
that.
now.
Yeah, Apex, get that one. That's out now already.
We'll put that on the screen too.
Yeah, it'll be on the screen when we play the music. You'll see it. You'll see it I always pop it up when we do the music.
We gonna bring y'all some music. Mm-hmm. We gotta do that.
Yeah, it's dropping season, and we got other stuff in the works. So we got Chemo, Watch the Haters. That one's on the way. That one will be here quick too. Summer's coming. That'll be the summer jam. We'll have that one coming too. So
I'm ready to upload that, bro.
I know. I'm close. I got to finish. I got a couple more mixes to complete. I've been doing other things this last week, so I've been slipping a little bit on that. But I need to get back on that real quick, and then yeah, that's ready to go. We're close. We're like 95% on that thing right now. So I'm just kind of tightening things up on the end. There's a few songs that I got a couple things I didn't like. I'm gonna clean it up, and then that's it. We're right there.
I said that last night too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just talked about it. Remember? Yeah, I was like, I need to get back in here and just finish those last pieces. So yeah, Watch the Haters coming soon. And you got one in the mix that you're working on still too, right?
My R&B
Yep.
album.
Mr. Prim got the R&B album coming soon.
My AI R&B album.
Yep, that'll probably be what, in the summer or something, or no, soon. That'll be right around the corner. It's right around the corner.
Got some bangers on it.
So yeah, we got a lot of stuff in the works. We're still pushing, still working. You know what I mean? So, and podcasts. Look where we're at. 174. 174. Who would have thought? No. Here we are. 174
Subscribe.
episodes.
Oh, episodes.
On YouTube, we have over 800 subscribers on YouTube.
Nice. We getting
So-
it. We getting it. Congratulations.
We're over 800 over there.
At 1,000 in no time.
Right,
We
right.
coming-
We're
we
on our
coming-
way. My
we
bad.
Coming up in the world.
Yeah, we're on our way. So we, and another thing, the big thing that's been helping us probably a lot too is that AwkwardIntel clips that BDot's been posting. Yeah, he's working on that. That's his little project. Man, that thing is so cool. I'm like seeing stuff like, because he'll put new episodes and then he'll also mix old episodes in there too. And I'll just be like seeing some shit. I'm like, damn, I forgot I said that shit. Or like, I don't even remember saying that stuff.
Yeah, there's some good stuff in there.
But I've said that in episodes before, where sometimes during these podcasts, I feel like sometimes I do blank out, and I just whatever's being said is kind of almost being channeled through. You know what I mean? It's kind of like,
You on the frequency.
yeah, I catch a frequency and we just go in.
Everybody's riding the same frequency
Right. So
for the most part.
so sometimes, like I said, I
Some
get done.
people falling off a little bit, but they still riding the frequency.
Yeah, I get done with an episode sometimes, and I don't remember anything I said. There's episodes I do like that where I'm like, we're done, and I'm like, I don't remember nothing we talked about at all, and we just talked about it.
Using the stream.
I believe it.
So yeah, sometimes I think I've talked about that before in an episode where sometimes I feel like I get in that groove and I'm just
I
blank out a little bit.
remember I said it. I just didn't remember I said it that way.
that too.
That's the shit.
There's
that
some
be
good
weird
ones
to
like
me.
that too.
I'm
Where I was like,
I
damn.
don't remember talking like that.
Well, he put out one. I think it was from like, I want to say it was like a year ago. He popped one on there the other day, and it was like an episode we did like a year ago, and everything in it, I end up texting him. I go, bro, everything I said in there, I said, doesn't sound so crazy now, does it? You know what I mean? Like when I said it a year ago,
Yeah.
it still sounded a little off the wall, you know, like just in general, like, nah, I don't know if that's gonna happen or whatever. And then now you hear it today and you're like, yeah, it doesn't sound so off the wall anymore. It sounds like what's kind of happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that
you
aged really well. You know?
You
So-
catching shit like that.
yeah. So I'm right. So I'm seeing some of the stuff we've said a year, 2 years ago or whatever, and then some of the stuff we're saying recently, and it's like our message has never changed. That's the crazy part. It's like the message has never really changed.
Through the whole years.
It's just evolved, but it's never changed.
Through the whole time.
Yeah. That's wild. That's wild. That's why I said that's how you can
Say,
tell.
welcome to paradise. We live in life to the fullest. Everything we added till then is the same
It's the
concept.
same shit. Yeah. It's been the whole ride with the music and everything. We're saying the same shit, just putting it in different formats, and it's fucking cool. It's a cool ride and adventure to be on.
Yeah, we do music.
We gotta play that one at some point.
We gotta make that a hit. I think.
Oh yeah,
we gotta make that a button on.
I can get that on here. Yeah, we do music. Yeah, I can hit that. I can get that button made. That's not too hard. Yeah, but yeah, I appreciate you guys stepping in for BDot Snow Day. And
Always.
you see him, Mr. Prim, Rich Blakk.
I'll let y'all.
BDot will be back next week.
Yes, sir.
Awkward Intelligence. I'm Intox. We'll catch y'all next time. Awkward Intelligence.
Just smoking fast.
This is Awkward Intelligence.
Just smoking